Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about all of the new weapons that are in the Ghost Recon Wildlands Fallen Ghost DLC. So we're just going to run right down through these weapons real quick, guys, so you guys get an understanding of what we're actually going to be able to play with in the game. So as you can see up here, these are the weapons that we're actually going to be able to play with that we already have unlocked, plus some of the ones that you got from the in-game store. So, you know, there's some good weapons in there, the Mark 14, but you do notice like the ACR, the Mark 17, and stuff like that is missing from the list, which kind of surprises me in this DLC. But the first weapon that's actually brand new is the Type 95 Spectre. So this is basically just a reskin of the Type 95, different paint job on it, slightly different stats. You're not actually going to be able to mod this and customize anything and change anything on it. Then we have the SR-25 Jungle, which is the SR-25 sniper rifle with an ACOG scope. And like I said, this you're not going to actually be able to customize this. It's basically just a reskin, which really I wish they would have did more actual new weapons than just reskins. But hey, you know, there's nothing else we can do about that. Next, we have the Mark 14 Occult, which this thing looks really cool because it's got a built-in suppressor, it's got a laser sight on the side, it's got like wraps, like some camo wraps and stuff all over it, kind of like a sniper rifle should be. It looks like it has the extended mag on it as well with a very high-powered scope. So honestly, this weapon looks like it's something that I'm going to be using because it does look really cool. Next, we have the HTI Muddy Bones. I mean, look at this thing. The paint job on that thing is absolutely insane, and if you look at it, the damage, the accuracy, and the range is all the way up, and the penetration is almost all the way up. You're going to be able to punch through anything with this thing. You know, this is literally just like raw power. So honestly, and the paint job on it looks absolutely sick. So next we have the, what is this, the Demos crossbow, which this has been leaked and stuff like that for many months now almost, and it's just a standard crossbow. Damage, this is going to be an insta-kill weapon. It looks like one shot, doesn't matter really where you're going to hit them. Accuracy is really high, noise reduction is absolutely silent, so this thing is actually going to be really cool to use in stealth situations. So next we have the Phobos crossbow, which this is probably the explosive bolt crossbow, I would assume. It doesn't really look too much different physically. Noise reduction is still high though, so I'm not exactly sure what kind of this thing really changes. Let me check the stats on the other one. Let's see here. The accuracy is a little bit lower. Maybe the range or something like that. Maybe it's a little bit higher, but the accuracy is lower on that one. Next, we have the Extra Narrows PDR. So this is probably the PDR that you're not actually going to be able to customize. It's kind of got a funky paint job on it, like some like bloody wraps or something on it, with a built-in red dot sight and probably the extended mag. I would say that's the extended mag that's coming with this weapon. But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Next, we have the SR-635 Apparition. And that thing looks pretty cool. It's got the red beads and stuff hanging off the back of it with the built-in foregrip and the skull paint job. I'm digging the skull paint job, but the one thing I can see in this weapon that I don't like is it has iron sights on it. So it's going to kind of suck when you're aiming it in and stuff because you're not actually going to have a sight to go off of, which kind of sucks, but it does look pretty cool. Next, we have just the standard PDR. I'm assuming this is, well, see, this one you're probably not actually going to be able to customize either because it's already got built-in stuff on it. And normally if it's a weapon that you can actually customize, it doesn't have stuff on it already. It comes straight stock with iron sights, no attachments or anything. And you can see on here that it already has a built-in reflex sight, built-in laser sight, and it looks like a built-in extended mag with some sort of a front grip. I'm not sure if that's a front grip on it or not, but it doesn't look like we're actually going to be able to mod this weapon. So next we have the Extra Narrows R4, which this is a new weapon. This is a new weapon. This is a reskin of a new weapon, so you're probably not actually going to be able to mod this weapon, but this is like the Galil Ace that everybody was kind of leaking and stuff and thought it was going to be the Galil Ace. This is the R4 Extra Narrow, so it has like a built-in, it looks like kind of like a, I can't remember what the name of that sight is, that you can switch between sort of like an ACOG and a holographic. I would call that an extended mag, front foregrip, and then a suppressor with a long barrel on it, I would probably say. But you're not going to be able to actually mod that. Next, we have the 5.56 XI Dragon, which the paint job, it looks pretty cool. This one has a built-in red dot sight, 40mm grenade launcher with a drum magazine, so this one's going to have a lot of bullets to shoot down range. But that does look maybe a different stock, maybe extended stock on it, but I'm not exactly sure if that's an extended stock or not. Next, we have the standard R4. So honestly, I would assume that you would be able to customize this weapon, but being the fact that it has a built-in sight already on it, you might not. I'm not exactly sure if you're actually going to be able to mod this weapon yet. I'm going to be covering these weapons after I unlock these weapons and stuff and give you guys further breakdowns, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what all the new stuff was in the game. Next, we have the L85A2 Crocodile, which I'm kind of digging the paint job. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Ghost Recon Future Soldier paint job on the ACR that came with that pack. And you can see that it has a built-in reflex looking sight, built-in suppressor, and it looks like I want to say a rangefinder or a laser sight. I'm not sure. I think that's a laser sight. But one of the assault rifles that's in the game. Next, we have the PSG-1 sniper rifle. So this is the other sniper rifle, or actually one of the sniper rifles that's in the game. We actually haven't got to the other one. This is a semi-auto. As you can see, the rate of fire is decent, so it's going to shoot at a decent speed. Damage is very low compared to the HTI, and then what we're going to get to here in a sec, which is the other 50 cal. Accuracy is really high, range is really high, but the other 50 cal and the HTI obviously have higher damage and range and accuracy all put together. Next, we have the PSG-1 Mercenary, which this just said go to Ubisoft Club, so I'm assuming this is a Ubisoft Club weapon. And it's got a built-in suppressor and kind of a funky looking paint job on there, but it does look pretty cool with looks like the G33. Is it the G33 or the G28 scope there, how you can switch it back from like a 6x zoom, and then a red dot sight as well, so that's all built in. Next, we have the standard MDR, which this already comes with attachments on it. So like I said, I'm not sure which of these weapons you're actually going to be able to customize, but accuracy is very, very, very high on this, and this is an assault rifle, and it already does have a built-in foregrip on it. So, but the noise reduction is quite low. I know it doesn't have a suppressor on there, but I'm not sure how silent this weapon is really going to be, even after you equip a suppressor. And then next, we have the Extra Narrows MDR, which all the Extra Narrows weapons look like they have some sort of like a skull or bones or something on there. But honestly, the first thing that jumps out at me at this, it does not have a sight. It does have standard iron sights, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's going to kind of suck. Looks to be an extended mag and also a front foregrip on it, so the accuracy should be quite high, but according to their stats there, it's not, which kind of makes me wonder. But maybe the other front grip on the last one has a higher accuracy buff. Next, we have the BFG 50. So this one is just a monster. It kind of looks just like a Barrett 50 cal, but it does have the sight on top that it has the red dot sight, so you can switch between a red dot and a long range scope. Damage is all the way up, accuracy is almost all the way up, range is peaked, and the penetration is probably the highest penetration out of all the sniper rifles in this game. So this thing, you're going to be able to shoot through almost anything with this weapon and be able to pop targets through walls and stuff. So this one actually should be a lot of fun to use. And then lastly, we have the Extra Narrows BFG, and look at this thing, cool paint job on it. And this one actually is better than the other one. This one has damage is all the way up, accuracy all the way up, range is all the way up, and penetration is almost all the way up. And I believe I want to say that's the highest powered scope in the game on there. So this thing is going to be an absolute monster. I actually cannot wait to use this weapon. But that is pretty much all for the video, guys. I just wanted to go through all the new weapons that we're going to be able to play with in the Ghost Recon Wildlands Fallen Ghost DLC. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys found it helpful, you guys are excited about the Fallen Ghost DLC and the tactical gameplay that's going to be in our near future with this DLC, make sure to drop a like on the video, guys. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you guys do not miss anything with the Fallen Ghost DLC and Ghost Recon Wildlands moving forward into PvP. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.